Hello everyone and welcome back to our Agartha playthrough here. I have been given some advice to equip our ancient lords with some boots of the behemoth to give them trample to kind of supplement our troglodyte army so that we don't... Well, these guys basically would make better tramplers than the troglodytes. They also are better protected. They have magic item slots which I can fill in with better stuff. They are also sacred, which is going to make them even better. So I think I'm going to go with that advice there. So the Boots of the Behemoth are going to be Construction level 2 and an Earth Mage level 1 to actually make them. And currently, we are in Thaumaturgy. I'm trying to get to... what is it? Gnome Lore. So I need to get to level 4 so that I can start casting Gnome Lore to try and get even more Earth Gems for us. And then, of course, on the way, we will get Augury, which is going to be the Fire, which could also, I guess, prove useful. And there's also Harvey Specs and Allspec. Yeah, there's so many good things for finding magic sites. So I think I will... No. Actually, I would kind of want to do that as soon as possible. No, we're going to go to... Construction level 2 isn't going to take that long. Yeah, okay, never mind. We are going to go down construction. It shouldn't take too long to get us that lesser items, and then we can start pumping those out for our ancient lords, and probably deck them out with some other items as well. Alright, so our current situation is Galeria is on our southern border. Pangea is in our mountain range, so we have to take care of that. So we're going to send Gundamar, Lars, and 2 Thoughts. Does that mean he had like 2 Thoughts? Like what? Does that mean he's kind of dumb? So we're going to send these guys down into this province to take that back. Let me go to army setup here. We do have a couple more Pale One warriors. I think we'll stick them with 2 Thought in this Agarthan line infantry. The Troglodytes... I kind of want as far away from the Magma Children as possible. We'll do that. And even this line, I think I'll shift down a little bit. Okay, and what we're also going to do is have the Troglodytes attack the rearmost enemies. And I think I'm going to have the these Magma Children do the same. That way they should kind of go straight down the battlefield and then go down. That way they're not going through our own... infantry lines and setting them ablaze, you know, possibly doing some fire damage to our cold ones. We don't, or not, our pale ones, sorry. So we do not want that to happen. Okay, so this army should be enough to take them out. Did I give this guy? I just had spells. Is there anything specifically I want him to cast? He's gonna need an earth gem for that. I guess I'll just do spells. Leave it up to the AI at this point. Alright, so that should be enough to take them out. I do also have to worry about this. I'm hoping Bandar Law can cut off the rest of Pangea. Actually, kind of did right there. So if Bandar Law can hold them off, I can clear this out and retake it. My southern area, though, that is a problem. So this province is not really doing much for us. As you can see, the resource is 26 and income 16, so it's not really buffing our castle. So if we lose this province, it's not that big of a deal. It's this one that I am wanting to keep. So I think I'm going to move this entire army... Actually, not the entire army. Because I want those 3 to go north. The rest of them are going to move to the west and try to take... that province, so hopefully Marcus Aurelius can lead his army to victory there. And actually, let me go back to army setup because I need to change the Troglodytes here to attack the rearmost enemies. And same thing with these guys. Okay, and they're at the top. Troglodytes will put out at the bottom. And those guys are undisciplined, so they'll do whatever they want to do. Attack closest, and closest. I should probably just combine these 2. Morale 13. Really? Morale 15. Oh, okay, that's why I'm not doing it. Never mind. We'll keep them separate. Alright. And then Lothar. You know what? What ability does Lothar have? With ambidextrous, has an increased attack and defense skills. Any commander... Okay. Yeah, attack skill 14, defense skill 18. So Lothar is a possible thug unit we can have then, because that's a high attack skill, and that defense skill is ridiculously high. That's like heavy cavalry high. And he still has a pretty good base protection. Alright, so Pebbleborn, him, and Pillarspine are going to go back up to our main castle here. Marcus Aurelius is leading his army there. Karl is going to, I think, just maintain the defenses here, because we do not want to lose these provinces, or this province. 1, because it's boosting up our capital. 2, because of the magic sites. And 3, because it's my territory, dang it, and I don't want to give it to the Pangea. So Karl's going to continue to sit there. Back here, Muttyman, I guess we'll have him continue to cast the Rooks pack. And I think we'll put Tokshen on research right now to try and get us to construction level 2 as quick as possible, because I think he does, or it gives us a 37, yeah, 37 research there. Okay, everyone else on research. I think that's going to be, that is going to be okay for now. Yeah. As far as recruitment goes, do we still want to do the Agarthan heavy infantry? I think we probably should. We have 3 commanders coming in, so I don't really need any one of these commanders. If anything, I should probably get another Ancient Lord, I think, to prep up for those Boots of the Behemoth. I think these Ancient Lords are going to be amazing. Also, I forgot, there is... One moment, the screen kind of look like it's frozen. The game is lowered, because I need to remember Shadowstone was a request to, is going to be a future, I believe, oracle? I think Shadowstone wanted to be an oracle. Oh man, I think so. Or was it just an ancient? I may make it just an ancient lord, Shadowstone. So I hope you don't mind that. As far as the rest of our recruitment goes, let me get. 42 hit points, 10 protection, 40 hit points, 15 protection. Let me get an ancient one to kind of boost the morale of our frontline forces here. And then we'll get 2 more of that. Okay. Alright, up here, let's... Alright, we need to put the lab up here first. I'll try to remember to do that, but it's honestly not my top priority at this point. Okay, so you're going to continue just to sit there. Alright, that army is moving south, led by 2 Thoughts and Lars. We should increase our province garrisons up to 15 where we can. Except for there. That's 15. I seriously think those cavemen are just the worst defense ever. Gosh, I have a 0 here and a 0 there. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Well, we'll get that up to 8. And I think we'll call this a turn. And you guys are going to maintain... Ooh, not defending. You guys need to patrol. Actually, let me look at your army setup real quick. These require magical leadership, so we'll stick you there. These guys, we will do attack the closest enemy. We'll also put them in a line. Up at the front. Shard guards, attack closest. Put them behind. Attack the rearmost. And then these guys will put up here. Stay behind troops. You're going to cast spells. And Divine Blessing, very good. And then spells. Those 2 will keep there. This guy we will throw in with them. Did I even do recruitment here? I am. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Alright, let's end the turn. This mighty AI is no joke. They get on you with massive numbers pretty dang quickly. Alright, construction level 1 is complete. To get to level 2, we only need 42 left, so I think I will split the rest back into thaumaturgy. There we go. And Ruxpack, very good. Bandar Log versus Pangea in Wild Inspirations. This has been a highly contested province here. Bandar Log has some heavy cavalry, archers, support, a Bandar warrior surrounded by some Vanar swordmen and those Chakram guys, and a couple war elephants. Versus Pangea, which has just a couple Minotaurs, tribal warriors, nothing that good, really. I mean, the Minotaurs are good, but not with only 2 of them. Yep, the heavy cavalry cleaned them up pretty easily, so did the heavy cavalry in the bottom, cleaned up the other forces, converging on the Centaur commander, who is now dead. Alright, Scaleria versus us in the Cavern of Pearls. They are trying again to get to our castle. They're attacking us with some ghouls mixed with... what are these guys called? Shadow Vestal. They are sacred undead troops with a 0 protection. They are ethereal, so only magic weapons would be kind of guaranteed to hit them. Defense skill of 16 and a Shadow Spear that does magic damage. Oh boy. That's a scary unit. That is a very scary unit. At the top they have heavy cavalry, and behind them are Triarius. Yep, with their high protection. But this guy actually has very low skills. They all do, I guess because of their old age. So that's good, at least. They have some legionaries behind them, archers and tribal warriors. And who's this guy? A priest? Yeah, he looked like a priest. Okay. We also have a bunch of slingers in the back. Luckily they don't have too many of those Vestals, but still enough to scare me. I'm hoping our army can take them down. I don't know... Just... Trample probably doesn't automatically hit an ethereal unit either, right? I don't know. I rarely have ever used trample units before. Alright, slingers are trying to kill the troglodytes, but not really doing much. Yeah, the ethereal unit is just ignoring the trample damage. Well, up top, our soldiers are surrounding the heavy cavalry and the legionnaires, so that battle should go pretty well, but our troglodytes, while killing the slingers, are going to have a tough time with the ethereal units, who are just going to be killing them. Yeah, I need more high-level priests. The battle up here has turned definitely into our favor. Their heavy cavalry is running away. Their legionnaires are continuing to fight, but they should be dead soon. Our troglodytes are just everywhere, trampling slingers, trying to kill the ethereal units. I think they finally did. There's a couple more ethereal units. Slingers are going, or the troglodytes are going for the legionnaires. Now, that guy. There we go. Their army is routed. We definitely need more priests to kill those types of units to banish them. Official losses. They lost 71 troops. We lost 6. 2 pale soldiers, 3 troglodyte slaves, and a single cave grub. That is a very good fight. Alright, Pangea versus us in the ruins of Kol. They are attacking Karl and his garrison with a couple Minotaurs, Satyr, warriors, which aren't that strong. The hoplites are Centaurs in the middle, backed up by archers, some harpies in the back, which should be killed pretty quick. They somehow got access to some of Bandar Logs. There's probably a independent place somewhere that they can buy these guys from. A couple Centaur Cataphracts, which are kind of scary, and the Menads. Well, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Those Cataphracts are probably going to chew those cave grubs alive. Maybe the Pale One Keepers can hold them off. Alright, the Rux children are fighting against most of their melee forces. Or Magma Child, whatever. Wow, they just totally burned them all alive. The Cataphracts are giving us a tough time, as I thought they would. Most of their infantry has been destroyed, though. Some of our province garrison are on fire. That's unfortunate, but hey, it happens. Cataphracts are still alive because of their high defense skill and our low Pale One attack skills. Like, they just can't get through. Plus the damage, even if they do get through, isn't enough for their high armor. There we go, though. They finally, I think, were burned alive. And we are now moving on to their archers. I think we definitely lost a couple of our Magma Children and probably some of the elementals as well. But now the magma children are into the archer lines, burning them alive, and they are running away, as they should. Okay. Victory is ours. They lost 54, we lost 6 magma childs. 2 defenders of the halls, and 1 cave grub. That's pretty good. The defender of the halls were fighting against those cataphracts for a long time, and only 2 of them dropped. So their high protection and defensive skill, well, high in comparison to the rest of our pale ones, proved to be pretty good. And Carl once again defended that province successfully. Alright. Us versus Pangea in the Vault of Noise. This is us trying to kick them out of our mountain range. They have a lot of light infantry. They have a couple of those cataphracts, but they're going to be going up against our magma children, which should be able to kill them easily, I would think, with their fire damage. There they go. They are on fire. Yep. Magma children are tearing up the cataphracts. Our troglodytes should kind of come in and clear out their light infantry here. Yeah, the cataphracts are dead. The infantry component of their army is soon to be dead. There they go, trampled to death. And now they are running for their lives. The troglodytes chase down that poor cataphract. Power of the troglodytes. Okay. Pangea versus Bandar Log. This is close to our borders, or is on our border. And Pangea is coming with some centaurs at the top there. A couple cataphracts with other light cavalry, light centaurs at the bottom. That alone is probably going to be enough to kill the Bandar Log forces. Centaurs are nasty. They just naturally have a high defense skill. Like, look at this, 19. Of course, that unit is experienced, but I think that's increasing their stat. But 19 defense skill. That is nuts. Like, our pale ones have almost no chance of getting through a 19 defense skill, so that's why we kind of need to be supplemented by the troglodytes and like the magma children, things that can kind of get through these defense skills by other means. Alright, so Bandar Log lost that fight. That's really no surprise, unfortunately. Us versus Scalaria and Mined Prairie. Alright, so they have a solid line of legionnaires with, do these guys have high defense? Yeah, 18. Oh my goodness. That guy is 17 because he's not as experienced, but still that's insane. But our troglodytes don't care about their defensive skills at all. So I'm saying we're going to win this fight. Oh yeah, they're going to trample through that army pretty easily. Magma children are coming in from the top. There we go, trampling them down, and they are now running already. As to be expected. But we will not let them leave without killing some more. Magma children are trying to close in on the horse archers there and the tribal warriors. Yeah, so yeah, trampling, especially when we get our ancient lords outfitted, yeah, that's going to be pretty brutal against that army. Because that's really the only way we have of winning, I think, at least right now, because of their high defense skill. Our low attack skill pale ones just have no chance against those legionaries in just a straight up conflict. Alright, so that was Vault of Noise. We won that. Pangea, oh no, that was Mine Prairie, sorry. And we ended up losing only 2 troglodyte slaves. The enemy lost 37 troops. That's a victory. Scalaria versus Bandar Log in Old Forest. I think this is Bandar Log's southern border, technically. Scalaria is coming at them with a bunch of heavy infantry, a couple Praetorian Guard, and mostly archers. Versus a garrison that obviously has no chance of winning. Oh, right, I forgot that Q is to quit out of those. Pangea versus Bandar Log in Cinder Path. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at all those centaurs. Minotaurs in the center, heavy infantry, horned serpents, maenads are not that scary. Archers versus a very small force, again, that has no chance of winning this. That's a lot of cavalry. Those tribal warriors are going to try to do their best, managing to kill a couple, but they have been surrounded, and this battle is already over. Man, Centaur is so fast, high defense skills, some of them have high armor. That is a scary unit. Alright, next, that was Cinder Path. So Scaleria versus us. A sneaking enemy was found and killed. And we have killed some brigands. Okay. Alright, so we now have this province. So yeah, Marcus Aurelius' forces were victorious. We're going to move these three back up into the capital. Oh, man. And what sucks is, like, these two provinces aren't really worth taking. This is kind of to take back, but these two not really. Just because they're wastelands, so it's not like they're going to give us that much. Okay, well, let's start with this army here. We will move this army up outside of our mountain range and try to claim this territory back. Not because it's going to give us a lot of income, but just because we want to rob as much income as possible from Pangaea. We need to clean up these forces back here as well as we can. At home, actually, before we do that, we only have 387 gold. We need so much more income right now. Well, let's rename Cave-Minded, the Ancient Lord, to Shadowstone. Shadowstone, the Ancient Lord. Let's give him some troops. And we're going to need to get another Golem Crafter to lead the magical component of our army. We'll also stick this ancient one in there for his standard and increase to morale. Have them attack the closest enemy. Put them in a line. I don't think we're going to move out Shadowstone yet, though. Not yet. Alright, we'll take away him. Is that enough for a center line, though? Just 20, 22? Maybe. I still think we're just going to need a lot of troglodytes. We're also going to need another ancient lord. Or I can... no, lab costs... How much does lab cost? Oh, no, okay. Well, then we'll do that. We'll build a lab here, start recruiting those Zot leaders to get the level 1 death magic. Meaning we don't really have much money to recruit this turn. So Carl's just going to have to kind of hold strong with what he has. We'll pull them back a little bit. Again, like this whole area is just terrible for income. Like everything is a wasteland. Ugh. I need to focus and build a castle there, since that's a cave territory. The thing is, like, but I just need like all my money invested into recruiting soldiers at this point too. I think Carl can still hold on. I think. Down here, let's go into army setup. Add those troglodytes there. These pale ones there. And we will recruit another oracle. And I think we can stop recruiting here and spend that money here instead. Do we want troglodytes? Probably. Like, when do we ever not want troglodytes? And for the rest... Well, we have a lot of resources, but very little money, so I guess we'll just spend as much resources as we can and continue to get some more heavy infantry there. Leaving us 2 gold. Carl's still going to defend. What am I going to do with Marcus Aurelius? We need to take that. That I don't think I'm concerned about, because that's kind of like a buffer between me and Scaleria. Thing is, do I want to move... If I move this guy down, then this army could go down. I don't want to keep them there. There's really no point in building a castle here. It wouldn't exactly be a very profitable castle. Surrounded by, you know, a wasteland, a swamp. Ugh. But it is on a crossroads, according to the map. Gosh, I don't know. But I can't just have them stay there. But if I move, that province is gone. It sucks being surrounded. Man, it really does. I mean, heck, this army right there could just take that province too. Ah, I don't have enough troops. Tell you what, we're going to cancel the troglodytes for now because I'm going to need to get at least a garrison here. What are these guys? Woodsman Blowpipe. Okay. That's probably not going to do too well against the Scalarian forces. So instead of recruiting those troglodytes, I got my garrison up to 15 in these 2 provinces. And this army... Oh, man. That's not a scary army. And I think I need to get that province back. Alright, so we're going to move into the swampland. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Since we're going to move this way, I think I'm actually going to lower this down to 10 just for, well, yeah, just for the unrest reduction for right now. And then use that money to further increase this garrison up to 19. Which should hopefully be enough to defend from these 2 provinces. Should I leave someone back? Like, what would this guy do? Cast specific spell. He has no gems for the elementals. Flying Shard sucks. He could... I mean, yeah. Like, leaving him back isn't gonna really do much. Except for just get him killed, probably. Alright, and these guys continue to patrol. Moneyman, we will continue to summon more magma children. Research. And we're building a lab. Okay. Alright, let us end our turn. God, I have so many fronts to fight off right now. Spread really thin. Alright, research and construction is complete, so we can start making those boots right now. Or at least I'm pretty sure we should. And then also research and thaumaturgy is complete. Let's go to view research. Pump it all into thaumaturgy for right now. Battle in Cage Pyre between Banderlog and Independence, so we'll just do this. No way. Banderlog lost against Independence. Jeez, that's not good. Scalaria versus us in Mind Prairie. Oh man, as soon as we left. That's not a scary army though. Our garrison should be able to fight them off. I mean, the heavy cavalry alone should be enough to fight them off. Which is exactly why I wanted to put more money into this defense here. Nice. These are heavy cavalry. You can't take them on. Not with a bunch of light infantry. Yeah. Yeah, get out of my province. The Agarthan auxiliary human forces will not let you take this province from us. Alright. The humans proved useful, once again. Alright, Scaleria versus Bandar Log and Silent Glen. Again, this is Bandar Log's southern borders, I think. Wait a minute, is it? Or is it the northern? I don't know. It depends on which way you look at the map. I don't know. Alright, so we have heavy infantry and some Praetorian guards and a lot of archers versus, ooh, an ethereal war elephant and lion tribesmen, which are pretty terrible. But we do also have the war elephants. Like, that's all you need. I think they should be trampling all those infantry to death. I think the other Praetorian guard... Wait, what? They're routed already? Oh my god, that's not good. Now they're just going to trample through all of these creatures. Okay. That was unexpected. I don't even think they lost anybody. Well, the Lion tribesmen managed to rout the heavy infantry. The Sacred Tiger Riders managed to rout the archers. So they did win. But I am very shocked that the elephants ran that fast. That was a surprise. Alright. Bandar Log versus Pangea in Vertmist. This is to the west of my territory. So they're attacking with a couple heavy cavalry, Bandar warriors, some of those tiger warriors. Well, they have no chance. That was a silly attack. A very silly attack. But we'll see how many people they kill. One heavy cavalry is holding off the... Never mind. Yep, then there come the Minotaurs. Yeah, this is pretty one-sided. Let's see what happened. They lost 25 total. And then Pangea only lost 4. A light infantry, a satyr hoplite, and 2 maenads. Alright, Bandar Log versus Pangea in Illusion Field. This is again to our east. That is a slightly stronger army because the war elephants, who should still be able to trample the centaurs, right? Yeah. But the cataphracts and centaurs are too much for the elephants, who are now retreating, leaving everybody else to die at the hands of the centaurs as they charge across the battlefield. Those centaurs are so scary. Okay, Scaleria versus Bandar Log in Red Heart. Man, Bandar Log is just getting peppered by all sides. Right, we have some shadows, heavy cavalry, a lot of archers, a couple of the Praetorian guards. This force of Bandar Log should be able to hold them off. Maybe not. The heavy cavalry is gone. Uh-oh. Come on, Bandar warriors. Okay, they routed the heavy cavalry up top. Now they're attacking the legionnaires with their high defensive skill. Oh, man. Actually, this is probably going to be a loss for Bandar Log. The horse tribe archer guys there, they are dead. The rest of their infantry is spread out all across the battlefield. They're trying to head towards the archers to rout them, I guess. But nope, yep, they are routed. The shadows got into their own archers, and now, yeah, jeez. That sucks. Our ally is getting torn to pieces. Pangea versus Bandar Log and Ebon Altar. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's obviously a loss. Scaleria versus us in the Cave of Pearls. Alright, here we go. So we have the advantage with the pale ones. And also with the troglodytes. Because we can see in the dark, the enemy cannot. So they are going to have lowered stats. Undead can't, can they? No. I don't know if it really matters for the undead or not. Alright, well, this should be a pretty easy victory. Especially since it's in a cave. Although those undead sacred troops are still a problem. Our poor Pale One soldiers have no chance against them, unfortunately. Alright, our troglodytes have trampled the cavalry components of their army to death. They also have a Bane with them, too. But their sacred soldiers still hold on. We're trying to banish them with our priests. And we have managed to rout the enemy army. There we go. All that's left is the Bane. Now he's dead. Alright. Whew. Bandar versus Pangea in Seer Den. Some heavy cavalry, some archers. Alright, well they should be able to win this fight. Thank goodness. Looks like the light infantry's already routed. All that's left is the Centaur commander. And there you go. And then us versus Pangea in the Swamp Pit. This should be an easy fight as well. All they have is a garrison. And this, who's this? A Dryad. Level 1 Nature, level 1 Earth, and a level 2 Priest with the Awe ability. I guess that figures she is a Dryad. Seduction. Can seduce enemy commanders and make them switch sides. That is kind of scary. They also have a Centaur... A Hierophantide? Hierophantid? Yeah, I guess. I'm not exactly sure if that's how you pronounce that or not. A level 1 Water Mage, also a Priest, Stealthy, Inspirational... Stat-wise, high defense skill, which is pretty average for all kind of horse units. Yeah, it's just not too scary. Inspirational is pretty cool, though. But we should be able to destroy their force pretty easily. Let's speed this up a little bit more. And here come the troglodytes to rampage over everybody. There you go. Easy fight there. Okay, so now we have a laboratory up in Rain Cavern. We also need to build another castle there to increase our gold, our income. We'll hopefully get that done soon. We now have that swampland, which is almost worthless to us, honestly. Okay, so this army will be continuing its advance into these two provinces, I think. But I will get to that in the next episode. Oh, man. Mainly Shadow Vestals. Oh, gosh. That is trouble. We really need more high-level priests over here to banish those things. Those things are so nasty. But anyway, thanks for watching this episode, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Take care.